Was my mic muted again? I've done it again. I have done it again. Lord, I'm learning, y'all. I'm learning. I'm learning. Anyway, what I was planning on talking about was groupthink. Um, the dangers of it, all the things that go along with that. And I was listening to Common Sense Investigator, just one of my very favorite people in the whole world. And a lot of people, including myself, were just getting dutied on. We sure were. Just dutied on. And that ain't right. So I was like, well, I kind of need to change this because I'm feeling a little angry. feeling a little, little spicy in my angry zones. So I wanted to talk about some of the things that are going on in these YouTube streets, right? Now, I don't want to bring up specific names. I'm finding I don't feel good about myself when I do that. Doesn't make me feel real proud of the person I am, although I do like a little tea and I don't mind breaking down my pride. I don't mind being descriptive. Y'all can easily figure it out. But I will say there is a group that takes a whole lot of joy in hurting other people. And now I've been of the mind that they're just doing it because they're downright mean. But then we can all be mean sometimes, if I'm being honest. If I'm being downright plain and honest, the way I feel about the things that were said, I feel like I would crawl bare kneed through 2 miles of broken glass to get to a 4-mile sewer pipe that I would also crawl through just to fling poo all over that broad. But that's my own personal reaction to being basically told I don't matter, to being told people that I think highly of don't matter. Here's a news flash. Here's some news that they can use over there. I do matter. The people I care about matter. You matter. All the things, we all matter. But I wonder how an entire group of people can jump on such a hateful bandwagon. The bandwagon, mind you, of a person that can lose over 2,000 people following her in the blink of an eye, but still feels like she's the end all be all and should be judging people's channels. A person that just loves to punch down on the smaller channels just to be no better than a schoolyard bully picking on the little guy in the glasses, just sitting there reading the book. What's the end game? What's the end game for that? How do they feel like they should be judging other people's channels when theirs is on a downward spiral? And why do people blindly follow that when the human mind is wired to know that the happenings are simply wrong? So I went looking, as you know I would. You know I'd go looking, and I would. So I'm just going to add something here real quick. Mind you, I am learning, so forgive me. So I decided to just jump into AI just for definitions and such. Decided to look at what's an echo chamber. So let's see. I don't think that's the one. Let me look. Hold on. Let me look real quick on here. Remember, I'm just now learning. Okay, I am. I'm just now learning. So let's see here. Here we go. Let's see if that's it. Oh, I have to push the thing. So sorry. So, an online echo chamber. It's a digital space where people only hear views that match their own. And, oh, I understand. I'm with Relatable Reese, and I know how to fight off the immature hatred. Lumen, welcome, welcome. I know I am a tinky tiny channel, and a lot goes on here. I just giving out the views, and hoping that when I get a little bit hateful, somebody just distracts Jesus for me a little bit. Just put his eyes over somewhere. But yeah, the echo chamber. Okay. Users share the same ideas over and over while blocking and ignoring different facts. And just so you know, I actually talked about relatable Reese here in my channel yesterday, and invited several people um, over there. Hopefully, they come over when she goes live next. So, the key features of that echo chamber is that people repeat the same beliefs to each other. There's no outside facts. There's new and opposing facts that are kept out. They're called fake. Computer codes on our apps that show users posts that they already like. Users feel safe in their own online group, distrust the outsiders. And why it happens is because people like to read things that prove they're right. And these apps, they'll give you the points and the likes that these users agree with. And there's a lot of peer pressure. The group members will push people out who do not agree. We've all seen it. Okay, we've seen it. So I decided to look, of course, more, because as I do, and decide to see, why the host of an echo chamber is true. Why the host of a channel would even want an echo chamber. Okay. So I decided to look. And why wouldn't I? It says here, online group leaders often build echo chambers to maintain control, reduce friction, and secure their own status. A unified, unchallenged environment makes a group feel safe and stable, which keeps members engaged. We have all been seeing that. And I mean, it is weird, but it's true. There's a lot less conflict. If you remove opposing views, it stops arguments, keeps the daily mood positive, although in the particular area that I'm speaking of is rarely a positive mood. There's a lot more control. A single agreed upon viewpoint lets the leader set the rules without being questioned. There is a stronger loyalty. Pushing out outsiders creates an us versus them bond that locks members into that group. Lord help them. There's the personal validation. Hearing their own ideas repeated back makes the leaders feel smart and important. I think we've seen that too. And how do they build those chambers? With the quick bans, kicking people out who ask the hard questions, people who disagree, punishing the negative comments or debate, and they share only the stories and ideas that support the group goal. Hey, Turtlebot, how you doing? I'm going to guess you know exactly what I'm talking about. But I'm trying not to mention names. We have a guest here from Relatable Reese, one I was talking about yesterday. And then I wanted to look at like echo chamber channels because we have them. We know we have them. So I did. Let me share this. An echo chamber on a YouTube channel happens when the content creator and audience feed each other the same beliefs. Everyone agrees on everything. New or different ideas get blocked out or ignored. That's healthy, right? That's healthy. Now, these form because YouTube wants people to watch longer. It suggests similar videos based on what you're already watching, which is the algorithm. And people pick the channels that match their own ideas. They avoid the channels that challenge them. And the fans reply to each other and delete or downvote outside views. Makes it kind of feel like a bubble. Grammy, how you doing, baby? How you doing? You just listen and have you some coffee. Get them chores done. Come do mine too. Don't forget, I got laundry. I'll welcome you with open arms. Now, why are these echo chamber YouTube channels a problem? Because viewers stop seeing the whole picture. It's that closed mindset. These small groups can push each other toward harsher opinions over time, extreme views. We've seen it, y'all. We've seen it. All we had to do was just crack our eyes open, didn't even have to fully open them. And then you've got that fake agreement. Creators think everybody in the world agrees with them because their small chat is so loud. Well, that was like, okay, then there's that fake agreement, maybe a little fear involved. As we know, I do go down that rabbit hole, don't I? So I decided to look at how echo chambers work within that fake agreement. Here we go. An echo chamber is a closed space where people only hear ideas they already like. Fake agreement happens inside these spaces when the algorithms, bots, and social pressure make it look like everybody in the world shares that same view. Together, they trick the mind into thinking the fringe idea is a proven fact. Kookums, my love. Girl, your songs, that's all I'm going to say. Your songs and your giggling put me right on to sleep. Now, how do these fake agreement echo chambers work? You only see the posts in the news that match your past clicks. Good morning, baby girl. You don't get any outside facts. Those different views are kept out. They're labeled as lies, y'all. Labeled as lies. Even though they're blatantly the truth, labeled as lies. People feel comfortable because no one argues with them. No one says, you know what, maybe I don't trust this. Maybe I don't agree with it. Let's talk about it. Nobody does that when you've got that kind of fake agreement echo chamber. And what is the fake agreement? You got the loud crowd. You got some bots, some fake accounts. Y'all have seen the fake accounts that will just come through and just spam the crud right out of you. And they'll post that same message over and over and over. You got people that'll stay quiet because they don't want to get pushed out. It's that group pressure. And you'll have tons of likes that'll make a small group look really big. It's some skewed numbers, y'all, skewed numbers. And there's dangers in that. You start to think almost everyone agrees with you. And those untrue stories, they travel fast because they're not fact checking them. Look what happened when Jolene, and y'all know Jolene, and Lumen, you're here from Relatable Reese, so I'm not sure if you know her. Jolene Lunzer is a comedian, and she has a YouTube channel, and she calls out lol cows. And lol cows, it's not body shaming. It is somebody that is so egregious and so awful that it's almost funny, and you can constantly milk them for a laugh because it's just ridiculous. And she fact checks the crap out of these people. So that's where that comes from. Now, there is also another danger in having these fake agreement groups, and people grow really mad at anybody that disagrees, anybody outside that bubble. Oh, good. You know Jolene, Judge Jolene. Around here, we adore the Queen Jolene. We most certainly do. Almost everybody. So, in that fake pressure, in that fake agreement pressure, there's that group pressure. Okay, there's that group pressure to agree. So I decided to look at that. Where's that peer pressure coming in? Where's that that group coming in on it? And here it is. Now, mind you, all, this is not going to be the longest of streams this morning. Just kind of want to touch on this. The online group pressure to not disagree with the group leader is a form of conformity where members hide their true thoughts so that they can fit in. And isn't that sad? Can we just look at that highlighted sentence for a minute? You have to hide your true thoughts just to fit in. Lumen! Look at us merging our communities. I love it. Lumen says, I've been a total writer since trial one and know all the characters. Well, Lumen, oh, you about get illuminated to some business going on in the streets over here. Because ever since the trial, it's been a mess. So I guess I'm going to have to name drop, even though I don't like to. I'm going to have to. This is for Lumen's benefit. Okay, I'm going to drop a little hot tea on the floor. Ever since the trial, ever since things have been going on, we have a creator named Jess Machado. I'm sure you know of since you've been around. And the locality of this has gotten worse and worse and worse. The mean girl mentality, the putting people down, the sending mobs after people, the doxing, horrible things have been happening from that end to so many people. We are talking lies that could put people in prison. Like, I'm not even kidding. Lies about deviancy. I mean, there's some bad things happening. So I'm just trying to address in my own peculiar little tism way. So, but yeah, I'm with that highlighted sentence. People stay quiet because they fear rejection, public shaming, or losing status in that digital community. And ain't that the truth? And that fear of rejection is real. Okay, what's Lumen? Lumen says, Jess M tells life-altering lies about people. So you do know. Glad you're talking about this. Yes. And I talk about it frequently. Okay. Yes, I do. And she don't like it because I'm such a tiny little channel. And according to her, I don't matter. I don't matter. Well, I mattered enough for her to crap on, didn't I? I mattered enough for her to say I don't matter. So she must be listening. She'll have her minions come in and say, it's fine. A hate view is still a view. But yeah, the fear of rejection in one's own community is a difficult fear. Good morning, most talkative. It's a real fear. And even though, like, we would see being rejected by her community as a badge of honor, the people that are there, the people that have been, dare I say, brainwashed, it's a true fear. They don't want to be publicly shamed. Look at the public shame she's trying to put on Arkansas. Look at the public shame that she placed on Cyberchick. Among others. Look what she does to Queen Val. Although Queen Val cartwheels right through it like it ain't nothing. You know. But there's still that fear there for people. Especially people that don't feel like they have a voice of their own. That don't feel like they have that we would welcome them. And that will be addressed here in a little while. But why does it happen? Okay, look at this. Look at Lumen. Look at it. Dox your tax records for starters. That's what she's done to Arkansas. She was putting her tax records out there, y'all. Lumen is from the relatable Reese community that I was telling y'all about yesterday, Kookums. You really got to check that lady out. Remember I told you I kept messaging you saying, get in here. This woman's amazing. This woman is speaking fact. That's who I'm talking about, relatable Reese. So she did that. She did that, Darkest Life, putting her tax documents out there like it's something okay to do. It's not okay. Okay, it's not okay. Now, why does this online group pressure happen? Well, they get fast feedback. They get quick replies, likes, reward agreement, and they punish different views. Just like we're talking about now, that punishment can be harsh. They get the group identity. They treat the leader's ideas as absolute truth. And they fear that isolation, y'all. Those members are worried that arguing will get them banned and attacked. Have we not seen it? Have we not seen the attacks? We have. I have. You have. Lumen has. Lumen's from an entirely different community where I met Lumen in an entirely different chat, entirely outside. But Lumen's still been here. I didn't know that. I had no idea of it. And I am just tickled pink that we have you here now. We have those echo chambers. We have the mob attacks. We've all seen that. The disagreements are met with insults, mass reporting. Have we not seen it? And just the blind loyalty. That the past mistakes are excused or hidden. We've seen it with our own eyes. I have seen it with my own 4 eyes, y'all. All 4 of them. Certainly have. It's just something else. So in looking at that, I was like, what about that fear of isolation? What about that? So I looked, because it's what I do. Well, that fear of isolation, that fear of a YouTube host isolating an individual for disagreement stems from the dynamics of online communities where charismatic leaders can weaponize social proof, mobilize followers for targeted harassment, and use public shaming or platform bans to enforce conformity and silence dissent. My God, does that not speak to it? Does that not speak to it? Good morning, Bad Dazzle. That speaks to exactly what I'm talking about. People get silenced. They get the conformity enforced. The leader, they weaponize their people and to harm others. It's awful. And why does that isolation happen? Because the host will use public call outs to deter the other community members from disagreeing. The dissent threatens the curated narrative of the channel, prompting swift removal of opposing voices. And the dedicated, quote-unquote, fans, Lord help me, I hate that word, often adopt the host's hostility, turning a minor disagreement into a massive digital ostracization. They will mock the dissenting person in front of a live chat, which is a horrible thing to do. It just is. But, it's okay. Sometimes you gotta, but sometimes you don't, just because they disagreed. Get over yourself. Build a bridge. They'll remove the comments, take away their membership of their particular group or cult, whatever you want to call it. They'll ban the user. They will force followers to choose between the host and the person who disagreed. We have absolutely watched it happen. We've watched it happen. Look at what we've seen on J7's channel. This person was in Baker's chat, therefore they're evil. No, they're not evil. They're speaking to somebody they want to speak to, and that person is speaking to them. Both of those people have every right to speak to each other. There's nothing wrong with it. There's nothing wrong with liking that person. what in the world? But we've seen it happen. We've watched it. We've watched it in, oh, I hate this term too, but in real time. Say it fast, that way it doesn't hurt as bad coming out. And with that mob mentality, it becomes a little dangerous. Look at Lumen. No, Lumen knows the characters. We are in for a good time today. If y'all could just excuse me for one moment, I'm going to mute the mic. I need to clear my throat, have a cup of coffee. Not a whole cup, I'm just going to sip. Give me just a few seconds. And yes, Lumen, the girl is sick. I truly believe, and I'm not being mean. I'm not being mean nor hateful. I'm saying I truly believe she does need some help. I truly believe that. When you say sick lady, I truly believe that it's truly a sickness. It is an illness. She needs some serious help with it. Bad Dizer says, Lumen, same. Only watch what people clip. I do see the clips. That's what I see. And the only reason that I know Machado was saying anything, it shocked the crud out of me. I was watching Common Sense Investigator, Lauren, who's one of my favorite people in the whole live world. And she had mentioned, she's like, oh, she got you too, YouTuber. We'll take a look at that in a little while. I'm like, excuse me? Why? Like, just even this morning, look, there's 9 people. Probably at least one of them's a hate view, and a view's a view. So thank you for helping me get to my watch. Oh, look, one of them dropped. Sorry. Anyway, that was good. Oh, you're back. But anyway, she brought that up, and I was like, okay. And she was just not Lauren, but Machado was just, she was crapping on people that I'd care about, in my own way, and that I respect as content creators. I respect their viewpoints. They make good sense. They're funny. They're a good watch, and I learn from watching them. I know I'm learning slow, and I know I'm making my mistakes, but I am learning, and by watching them helps. And she was crapping all over him, and she gets to me, and she's like, "Oh, is this the one that says mean things about me?" Sure am. I sure am. I'm just giving you a spoonful of the medicine you give other people, only not quite as bitter. That's all I'm doing. That's all I'm doing, Jess. I'm giving you a little spoon of what you hand out. I'm just not as bitter about it as you. I'm not as mean about it as you. And I would never in life send a mob to go doxing people and putting tax records out there, or addresses, or people's names. Like, what are you doing? Icky. You talk about things being gross. Pumpkin pie, that is disgusting. Anyway, just a little personal address. And then she looks, she's like, oh, are those mandals? Oh, is she an artist? Oh, that's pretty. And before she got the whole word pretty out of her mouth, she caught herself. She's like, oh, this person doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Insignificant. And I'm like, oh, you shady bitch. You shady bitch. I was like, okay, you want to be snarky, do you? You do. Well, I've got my own way of giving a less bitter medication. And this is my way of doing it. Just looking into it at pure fact and Hey, that's how it is. Now, Lauren did have somebody come in there and tell her, oh, you're looking at this all wrong. You're taking it out of context. And God loved Lauren. Lauren looked directly into that camera without breaking contact. And she looked right at it and she said, I am using her own words. I'm not taking anything out of context. I am just playing her words. How can that be out of context? I was so proud. I was so proud. So she sends these mobs after folk, and it's silly. And the funny thing is, she doesn't have to tell people, sick them. They just know to do it. They know to gain her favor, they need to do something absolutely awful. And so they do. Okay, go ahead. Do you ever notice the top people on her quote unquote team are the people who have done the meanest stuff? The people who have doxed? I just observation, observation of fact. So I looked at the mob mentality, and when does that become dangerous, y'all? I mean, it always does, right? But when does it become dangerous? So let me look here. Make sure I'm in the right spot. Here we go. So, a YouTube channel's mob mentality becomes dangerous when a charismatic creators weaponize loyal subscriber bases to direct targeted harassment, doxing, coordinated digital witch hunts against individuals. We've seen it. Losing all critical thought in favor of collective outrage, real world intimidation, and severe psychological or physical harm. We'll get into that. The anonymity behind a screen makes losers use personal accountability, causing them to say or do things they would never attempt in person, which is why we see a lot of the sock accounts. What do we have here? Lumen said, it became dangerous yesterday. Jess had to take down her 5-hour rant. She got a copyright strike. I heard tell something about that. I haven't been to look because I just will not look at her channel. Complex situations are reduced to black and white narratives where anyone questioning the channel narrative is labeled as an enemy. We've all seen that too. I mean, Arkansas is being labeled as her enemy. Cyber Chick is being labeled as her enemy, among others. The YouTube metrics, like the likes, the super chats, the aggressive comment loops, they reward that emotional reaction, which fuels the escalation of the mob. So the algorithm helps amplify it. Let's look at those real world consequences, because not everything stays inside the laptop, does it? There's harassment and doxing. The followers will, y'all, if there was ever a time to put your listening ears on, you're going to really hear this. The followers track down private addresses, phone numbers, and workplaces of targets, flooding them with threats. Jolene's husband was threatened. His workplace. Arkansas had her tax documents out. You know she's been threatened with, where she lives and the like. Unchecked accusations leading to false identities being ruined, sometimes resulting in devastating offline tragedies. We will leave that where it's at. I'm not going to mention those particular words. Grammy says, so true. And neither of them did anything to deserve that treatment. I just don't understand it. And neither do I, Grammy. I really don't. Okay. There anybody can think anything they want of Cyber Chick, but treating her like that is wrong. I happen to adore the woman. That doesn't mean everybody does. That doesn't mean everybody has to. Same goes for Arkansas. Same goes for all the rest of the defectors. What was that other girl's name that defected? She had a funny name. I'm gonna remember it in 20 minutes. I got my old people brain on right now. But there's been a few of them, and they've all been treated the same way as enemies, and they have gotten the brunt. Oh boy, have they gotten it. Now, there's also the digital incitement that frequently spills over into physical vandalism, stalking, or harassment outside of our digital space. Look at it. Look at the fact that Jessica decided to throw threats at Turtle Boy. Actually, throw threats at more than one person. Wow, we're BSing. That her yes, there was a Cajun something. Yeah, she defected and has been catching some strays. Cajun butterfly, but not like butterfly. It's like butterfly. That's it. Yeah. I don't think she's ever been in my space here. Maybe sometime. Maybe sometime. Welcome if she wants to. We've seen these physical threats happening. People threatening, oh, I'm gonna come to where you are. All right, come on down. Knockety knock. Enjoy. Prepare, because I will defend myself. Like, I'm not gonna do something to somebody, but if they do it to me, I'm gonna self-defense. Because these people are not safe. These people are convicts. These people are mentally ill. These are people that, are raging, or at least one of them I know is just a raging drunk. I mean, it can be dangerous. And the doxing, though, has got to be one of the threats. Yeah, that's dangerous because it could become something. But the doxing, how many people have seen that were just lurkers? How many weirdos? Just lurkers lurking around a channel. All of a sudden, they see somebody's name. They see where they live, their tax documents showing information. They see those things, and then they go looking and they see a picture and they're like, "Whoa, that person is some kind of cute." And then they really go looking. That is a danger. Why are we doing that to somebody, y'all? It's sick. She likes to call things gross. Will she come out and blatantly, loud and proud, tell her minions, her bunions, if it were, that is disgusting behavior and to stop it? Because it's nasty. Just, ugh. I got to dig in more. As y'all know I will. Y'all know I do. And I was like, why are they doing that, though? Why are they doing that ickiness? Why are they being so sticky? Why are they doxing? The tax record thing on Arkansas really bugged me. Bugged me worse than a lot of the other ones. Because that's just, I don't know. I think those documents should never be public. Those are people's personal property. Anyway. Let me move on from that before I get a little worked up. What's Lumen saying here real quick? Allegedly, Jess or one of her bunions like to swat other creators too. Now that's dangerous. Okay. Okay, before we go into the doxing, I'm going to remove this, put that up there. Yep. So, are you familiar with the expert and Baker and all them? Well, the expert likes to have the Dollywood thing every year for the past few years running, and Baker comes and he sees his good friend because they have become just just the best of buddies. And they have a venue and they go to it and everybody gets to meet and greet each other, and oh, they have Friday Night Live there, and Friday Night Live is one of my very favorite things. Okay, I love Expert, all the people he has on. I have discovered, because I didn't know that many people. I wasn't in very many chats, and then I discovered all these people through Expert, and I discovered all these wonderful people. Um, and Lumen, I encourage you that if you haven't discovered them, Shizzy Wiznut, Megan Fox Ryder, just go watch Friday Night Live, watch Valhalla, Volstorm, Hellfish Haven, all these things, all these different people that I have discovered just through Friday Night Live, and it's been an adventure in friend making. It's been an adventure in positivity. It's been an adventure in seeing how wonderful people can be to each other. But it's also shown me this darkness, not Friday Night Live. It showed me that how ruthless this woman is, that coming from that direction, I'm not going to say who because I don't know who. I do know that the records from the call show the caller's name as Jeff. And I do know that her husband's name is Jeff. I don't know if those two correlate. I don't know if there's a lot of people out there named Jeff. It's not like the caller's name was Jeffica. Oh, good, Lumen. I'm so glad you have found them. It was a horrible and evil thing to do. And had it been anywhere besides where it was, it could have been highly dangerous. Okay, here in the South, we regard our Second Amendment rights with great affection. Okay, now up north where they're from, it's more fear of it. I'm not saying everybody, I'm saying some people. But down here, if somebody tries to say, oh, so-and-so has a Pewee, they might show up and ask if you need to borrow a few. Do you have enough? Were you doing a show? Like, it's a little different in the South, a little different. It's a whole lot of country folk out here, and we regard our constitutional rights highly. She didn't know that, or her minions or bunions or whatever they are, and that did happen. And that could have, had that been, like if they had done the Friday Night Live meet and greet thing in a much bluer area, it could have gotten real ugly real fast. So you're right, it is disgusting. And thank you for addressing that. And from a whole other community, from the relatable Reese community, in walks Lumen, understanding and knowing all the characters and lurking about and understanding how disgusting that was. Y'all take that in for a minute. There are entire communities out there that completely understand what's going on here and have lurked and understand how disgusting it is. And let me tell you, Lumen, treat yourself. Treat yourself. Don't just lurk over there on Friday Night Live. Don't just lurk. Interact with the viewers, interact with the chat, interact with expert. You will not regret doing that. It is a kind environment. It is It is an inclusive environment. They don't just throw people away like they're garbage. They treat people with respect and care, consideration. Expert has a way of saying it. He doesn't want his channel to be just some pub, just some bar people go in, have some drinks and pee on the floor. Okay? He wants it to be a country club with hand towels in a beautifully sparkling clean bathroom where people speak to each other with respect. And you know what? I agree. And that's what it's like in there. It's fun. It's jokey. The panel is always a fascinating group of people. Always enjoyable, always kind. So treat yourself. Don't just lurk. Interact because I'm telling you, you're going to love it. Yep, expert is hilarious. Look at you, do you know everybody? You know what? There's got to be more people in the relatable Reese community that knows all the characters too. We need to figure this out. We need to merge. We need to merge this together because both are excellent communities and both are highly favorable toward truth, toward justice, and kindness. So I like that. And yes, Squirrel School is amazing. Don't lurk, baby. Don't lurk. Participate. You will absolutely be happy you did. Yes, Lumen. Let's merge it together. You know, not only will it help everyone's channels, but it will help everyone's state of friendship, everyone's consideration of the kindness that happens across the board. That it's not just in one corner, it's all around, and we can bring it all together. Let's do it. Let's do it. Now, I wanted to look real quick at why these people are doing this type of doxing. Like, I gotta be honest, the doxing is disgusting. That has happened to everyone. I am not discounting what's happened to everyone and anyone, but the tax forms put a knot in my stomach, y'all. I was like, what is happening right now? What's going on? And I wanted to see why somebody would do something like that because it's awful. So I looked, as y'all know I will. I did run to Reddit for it at first, but I decided I'm going to save Reddit for later because y'all know there ain't nothing that this YouTube creator likes more than to read a little Reddit. Okay, so I looked. People dox others to please a YouTube creator because they want approval, to feel that false sense of community, which Lumen, by the way, it will never be a false sense to you over here, okay? I promise. You also need to check out Mo in the Deep End. I'm just throwing that out there. Just between you, me, and the honeybees. False sense of community, or hope the creator will notice them. They act out of extreme loyalty and a desire to be a part of that online mob. Why would somebody have such a desire? They just do. They want a shout out, a reply, or a like from the creator. Here's some news y'all can use that anyone listening to my channel knows for a fact that when you go in to the different channels that surround this little community of ours, you don't have to do something mean to somebody for them to say hello to you. You just need to be there. To reply to you. You just need to be there for them to give you a like or whatever. You just need to be there. That's all. That's all. You go to expert's house and he's going down the row. He's saying, "Hi, Valhalla. Hi, Lauren. Hi, YouTuber. Hi, everybody." Like he does. And he's excited to say hello. And it's wonderful. Lauren, Common Sense Investigator, same thing. Mo in the Deep End, same thing. Megan Fox Ryder, same thing. Shizzy Wisnet, same thing. You know, Jay, Ketchup, all that. Baker, Valhalla, all of them. All of them. Nobody is too good to be saying hello. They never feel like they're better than anybody else. So you don't have to do something mean to get that over here. The group mentality. They join a massive online group and lose their own sense of right and wrong. Again, will not happen with the specific creators or any of the creators that she has just deemed as unworthy. Won't happen. They know right from wrong, and they encourage others to judge for themselves. The false justice. They believe the target did something wrong and think the creator wants revenge. It's a fact. She does want revenge, and she wants to watch it happen and watch it unfold and laugh about it. And it ain't funny. There's nothing humorous about it at all. They enjoy feeling powerful by hurting somebody else. Yep. Yeah. And here's the thing, doxing puts real lives at risk. It leads to real world stalking. J7, stop stalking men that don't want you. Harassment, danger. Most platforms and laws treat doxing as a serious crime. The problem is when you report it and nobody helps you, including YouTube. Or if you just don't feel like they're going to do anything, so people just don't report it. But this is an accurate representation, I feel like, of why they do it and why it does not happen, I dare say, over here on the channels on this end of the online world, on this corner. It just won't happen. So then I look that why would the followers of these particular types of people or this particular person, in the name of that person, as we've seen happens, threaten real world things? Why would they threaten like real world violence? Because they do. So I look, as one does. Followers threaten real world violence in a creator's name due to parasocial relationships, mob mentality, and identity fusion. Ugh, I hate this word. Fans feel a fake personal bond, lose individual accountability in large groups, and view attacks on the creator as personal threats to their own values or self-worth. They mistake one-way video exposure for a genuine reciprocal friendship. And one thing I can say is that the people over here actually build genuine friendships. The followers merge their personal identity with the creator's brand and success. Anonymity and group size reduce personal guilt and amplify aggressive behavior. And the followers act as vigilantes to defend their idol. Oh, that speaks truth. Lord, is that ringing? Oh, just ringing truth. To defend their idol from perceived slights or enemies. And there is the algorithmic fuel. Platforms reward that high conflict emotional engagement with more visibility. And the rhetorical cues. Okay, now I know y'all have seen this, and there is a little highlight on there. Creators sometimes use hostile language or play the victim, which triggers the fan retaliation. That's why people say, oh, she doesn't tell us to do anything. We do what we want. No, you don't. This person has used that language. They have played victim. They have triggered that in you. Okay. They used little psych tricks and it worked. And I'm sorry it worked on you, but it did. So, what's the danger of that? I asked myself. And in asking myself, I asked the old interwebs. Because that's what one does, right? When a YouTube creator uses hostile language or plays the victim, they can trigger that mob mentality. This behavior weaponizes their audience. Lord, take a moment for that. Okay, take a moment to hear this part because y'all know it's true. Weaponizes their audience, turning fans into an online army. She's actually said bunny army. That attacks targets with harassment, hate speech, and docking. Can somebody hallelujah? They do. She does. These fans will flood the target's social media, email, workplace with insults and threats. Targets, they face offline consequences. Lost jobs, ruined businesses, physical dangers. They suffer stress, fear, anxiety from constant online attacks. I want y'all to take a moment. Take a moment. I want you to, as Cocker Naniel would say, hearken back. Hearken back to how disgusting what they did to Baker was. The man was stressed. He was, and he should have been. He had the anxiety. The man had to change his flights because he was worried about what they were going to do, what calls they might make, what threats they might make. That should never happen. And they constantly deny it, but we all saw it happen. And this is what happens when the creator uses the power of the rest of the group against any one dissenting voice. That's really the only words I can think of to describe that. And when one of her main attackers comes to her and says, oh, this person, that, she just goes right after him. And it was disgusting. And look at what it says. The psychological trauma is real. Can we just recognize the reality of it? Oh my goodness. Baker is here with us. Baker, meet Lumen. Lumen, meet the broken Baker. Lumen does lurk around the community, but is from another community that I discovered and called Relatable Reese, and is very familiar. And Baker says Baker needs to suck it up. He's a crybaby, and that is not true. I love your strength. I do. You have approached everything with a dignity that I would not be able to muster. You approached it with a kindness toward a mentally ill person, and that I would never be able to pull off. And I consider myself kind. I would never be able to do it, and you have done it. And every single one of us tips our hat to you for that. We really do. Absolutely. Lumen loves your content. Dodo says, Baker, you don't deserve what they are doing, and for you to hurry up and get better. And believe me, you have been in nightly prayers. You really have. Let's look over at create. Oh, yes. This one is going to ring true for you. Creators dodge blame by claiming they are the real victim, which keeps their core fans loyal and angry. And did we not watch it? Did we not watch it happen? Them screaming and yelling, they're the real victim. They're the victim of a man 4,000 miles away who participated in a catfished 2-week phone bone. And so what? He didn't touch nobody. The girl touched herself. Tie her hands. Good Lord. They blamed Cyberchick, claimed to be a victim of hers. And why? Because Cyberchick just wanted them to show a little kindness. All she said was, can we just not call names? And they went after her like honey badgers. Absolute atrocity. Absolute. Cat Lady says Baker was terrorized for months before he said anything, and then just piled on. And not only is attacking him, but was sending the Bunions to terrorize, and that is a fact. I sat there. Now, I would go after old J7 when she was doing it on Twitter forever. She would for a long time. And Baker would not even respond. We were responding, and he kept saying, hey, don't do this. Don't defend me. I've got this. Don't do this. Don't do that. I'm not gonna respond to this on my channel. Just leave it alone. He was doing his best to just make it go away. The girl's mentally ill. Let's not bother her. And they did nothing but escalate it further and further because they thought they were attacking somebody and they thought other people would attack with them, and that didn't happen. It's a well-loved member of the community. Why? Why? Baker says, I'm resting after my long drive today, but I hope I can do a shorter stream after Squirrel School tonight. I can't wait till Squirrel School. I absolutely can't. And it's so much fun. But I'll be there. I'll be there for both of them, Squirrel School and Baker. Now, I was looking at why does what they're doing work? Why does what this woman's doing work? Because they frame disagreements as a war between good and evil. The comment section rewards the extreme loyalty. And let's put Cyberchick in mind when I say this. They punish any voice of reason. They feel safe to attack because they hide behind their screens and because they have Bunions and Jessica backing them up, and they think that is protection against everything in this world. But sweetie, those people ain't nothing but a worn out rubber, and baby rubbers break. Just saying. And then it was like, okay, so we've talked about Cyberchick, Arkansas, Cajun Bud, and others, Baker and all that. But what happens to these followers of a cult-like channel that don't go along with it? As I do, I took a lucky little peek-see, because why wouldn't I ask the interwebs? So I did. When the YouTube channel followers disagree with the creators' groupthink, they often face negative social and technical pushback. Creators or community moderators may delete critical comments, hide users from the channel, or block them entirely. Other loyal fans may also attack dissenting voices in the comment section. Fact. Another thing that I've seen them do, and Luma says, I think it's false bravado and extreme immaturity. Indeed, absolutely. Another thing that I have noticed beyond what this here says is that they'll just simply ostracize them completely. So mean. That does so many things psychologically to somebody, and they know it. They know what they're doing. They know what they're doing. So the common reactions. The moderators may delete dissenting opinions to keep a positive image for the person, and I've seen them do it. Like there'll be clips, and you'll see like the little comment section scrolling, and if you watch that part instead of the video that you're supposed to be watching, you watch that comment part like real close, you'll see them disappear before your very eyes. It's magic. It's magic. Those creators will ban critical users from commenting and chatting. I only have, I believe, one person banned from chatting or commenting on my channel. And that is because she is so toxic and disgusting and accused Baker of something heinous that I don't want her anywhere near my channel. She could hate watch me all day long, but she is not going to comment here, and that's J7. I have banned her from commenting or doing anything anywhere near my channel. I won't have it. I won't have it. And I hate to be that person, but anybody in here comes in here talking garbage about the people I care about, and yes, I am guilty of it. I will get rid of them. And why? Oh, we have First Amendment rights. Yeah. Okay, you sure do. But right now, this is my house. And your First Amendment rights stop at my doorstep. You don't walk into my house talking all the trash you want, putting your feet on my coffee table and going through my refrigerator. Walk outside and do that, which means go get your own channel if you don't already have one. Talk all the mess you want. But don't open my door, put your feet on my table, get your dirty shoes on my couch and do it. Simply ain't having it. And so, yes, I'm guilty of banning people. Sure will. Not because of a dissenting opinion. Please debate me on whatever you want. But you come in here and you disrespect these folks, I'm done with you. I've got nothing for you. Nothing for you. Other fans insult and argue with people who disagree. And the channel stops showing up in users' feed over time. Now, why does that happen? Because those creators want a loyal group that agrees with them. That's all they want is agreement. They don't want anybody to say, oh, this may be wrong. I don't mind. Come in, tell me I'm wrong. But tell me why. Because, and let me explain why I say that. I think it was my first stream. Kookums, I believe you were here, so please tell me if I'm right. I believe it was my first stream. Could have been another one after. Or my first real stream, not my little play ones. I was doing some, Machado stuff, as one will. And somebody, a troll, came in. Their name started with an F. I can't remember what it was. And they were trolling, talking smack, tell me how wrong I was, and told me that everyone here was insane. So I just leaned back and I said, how? Please tell me how we are insane for saying the things that are being said. How? And I didn't get an answer. And so I asked, 3, 4 times, and never got an answer. Welcome, cyber chickens. What are we calling them? Cyber raiders. Sorry, Lord. Um, but yeah, and these quote unquote fans of hers, they'll defend that person like a tight clip. They will just defend to the hilt, and it's icky. It's just, it's not good. Um, but that's can you imagine? Hi, Jen. Panda! How y'all doing? Can you imagine being so afraid of a content creator that you won't agree with them for nothing? That you'd be too scared to agree with them? That is so weird. Y'all, I don't know if you can hear that, but my dog is snoring. Snoring. Oh my goodness. Let's see here. Mary Swampy's here. How you doing? Of course, we got Side Eyes. How you doing, Side Eyes? My dog is snoring so loud. Y'all can't hear it. And we got Dodo and Kristen. Ooh, we got Liz Miss. How you doing? We got Panda in the house. We got TC Maylin. Uh-oh, y'all. Oh, y'all put your armor on. Trouble's in the house. U.S. Lily's here. Trouble's in the house. We got Shellabella. Who else is here? Jen, how you doing? Oh, Lorty. We got New Hampshire woman. And of course, everybody meet Lumen. We got Debbie Joe. How you doing? And Bev's Morals. Cyber Chicken Chatter and the Chicky Nuggets. I was like, hi, Cyber Chickens. I don't know what to say. Everybody that is here in chat, I want you to meet somebody that I'm not sure if you've already met. She is very familiar with the community, and she comes from the channel that I was talking about yesterday named Relatable Reese. She is in here under the name Lumen, and she's familiar with all the players. She's familiar with the trials. She's familiar with all the things. Very nice. The Relatable Reese community is very much like this. It's very positive, and very caring, very kind, considerate. And Reese don't take no. Reese is like John Wayne. Okay, she don't take no crap from nobody, but she surely is not gonna be mean to nobody. That's just a fact. Well, after I looked at this part, I kind of looked at YouTube creators and the punishment that they give these dissenters. So let me just pull that up. Actually, give me just one moment. Talk amongst yourselves. I am going to get myself a drink of this coffee. Talk amongst yourselves. Talk amongst yourselves. I don't have anything to play. Anything to play for you until Cookie makes me something. I'll be right back. Okay, sorry about that. Cyber Chick, I want to let you know in advance, as I do for people, like when I see them. I have been bringing up your name quite a bit in this stream because I felt like I needed to. You are the perfect example in many ways. I would never I would never talk bad about you, baby. Um, but the things that happened to you, you know, the topic of this stream, it just needed addressing, and you were the perfect example in a lot of it. So I just want you to know I did, and in case somebody was over there going, "Ooh, cyber chick, YouTubers talking about you," I sure am, and I'll do it again. Okay, so let me share this here. Um, just kind of what we can do to help, because these people, they create a toxic community, and they punish. Thank you, Cookie. Thank you. And anybody in here that's has a channel, definitely feel free to drop that channel link, and y'all go subscribe to Relatable Reese, and subscribe to me if you're not already. Good Lord. Let's get her done did her. But about these toxic communities, what can we do to help? We need to consider our kindness in all this. We need to consider our role in all this, don't we? It's fun to be hateful sometimes. It is. We can distract Jesus long enough to make a foul comment. I mean, consider the opening of this stream. Consider the opening of this stream when I offered to crawl bare-kneed through 2 miles of broken glass to get to a 4-mile sewer pipe that I would also crawl through so that I could fling poo all over my shadow. We distract Jesus long enough so that we can say those things. So let's look at it. What the interwebs say we can do. Hi, Naira. How you doing, baby? I love me some Naira, y'all. Don't get it mixed up. I love me some Naira so much. A healthy community can help a targeted dissenter by offering open public support, organizing counter messaging against that harassment, reporting the malicious behavior, whether you like reporting or not. Reporting it can be important to platforms, providing a private and safe space for these individuals to decompress, like away from the toxicity. In other words, a soft place to land. Why not? Why not offer a soft place to land? We can speak out clearly and openly against the harassment. Show the dissenter that they are not alone. Show them, look, I'm going to be here for you, baby. Even if you have said something nasty about me in the past, that's okay. That's okay. That's the past. Forgiveness is a beautiful thing. You could have said it, and I forgave you before you ended the sentence. Okay? Forgave you before you ended the sentence. Now, I won't forgive you if you did it to somebody I care about. I can only forgive you for doing it to me. Hi, buddy love. But we can show people that walk away from that toxic behavior. We can show people that walk away from, I'm going to say it, that walk away from the cult. Okay? That they're not alone. We can be here. Let me just show this one up here real quick. It says that's why some of us love these communities banding together, standing against the YouTube manipulators. Absolutely. And Lumen and I have discussed earlier, and we were like, we can bring these communities together. This one and Relatable Reese community, just bring them together. Let's merge it together. Let's just have a dog pile of kindness. Let's just have it. We can share positive, constructive views to push that toxic noise out of the spotlight. And we can validate the dissenters' rights to share their opinion without fear. And we have, I believe we have, look at, I'm going to do it again. Look at CyberCheck. Look at that. There's definite validation there. And I will do that to time immemorial, okay? We can flag the abusive comments. We can do downvote raids. We can block, we can mute the toxic accounts, which I did at least one on here. I had to. I couldn't have that on here. We can encourage them or their platform to enforce the community guidelines, because why not? People can reach out privately, which people have, to the people that we know of, at least, that have dissented, that are not just here lurking, um, trying to figure out whether it's safe to comment. We can encourage them. We can reach out privately. We can remind them that online mobs do not reflect reality. We can help them step away from the screen. Protect their mental health, as we should, right? As we should. Um, there's lots of ways that we can do it. They're just giving folks that are leaving a toxic place of giving them a soft place to land. I've said it before. It's important, and it can be hard to do. Not a single one of us is perfect at it or has been perfect at it. Who amongst us has not said something regretful that maybe they didn't mean? Thank you, Sister Lynn. Thank you. That maybe we didn't mean it. Maybe we didn't have all the facts. Maybe we didn't have whatever. None of us are perfect at this game of life. None of us are perfect at giving out that soft place to land. I know I'm not. In being less than perfect, guys, you know, I love Baker so much. I love, oh my Lord, y'all, show Baker some lovins. In being less than perfect, all we can do when we are less than perfect is genuinely apologize. Apologize if we mean we're sorry, and hope they accept it. And if they don't, we accept that they don't accept it, and we leave the person alone. It's as simple as that. That's the adult way to handle it, right? All we can do is forgive them, forgive ourselves, hope to gain the forgiveness. We don't want to ostracize these people like the toxic people have done. We don't want to ostracize anybody. Think about it. This community is known for not doing that. It's known for being a place where you can go into a chat like yesterday or last night, matter of fact, going into, say, Lauren's chat, Common Sense Investigator, over 800 people were in that chat. And any single one of us could go in there and say hi. And for somehow, some way, Lauren finds the time. Hey, how you doing? Every time. This is a welcoming environment, and why can't we maintain that? Now, like I said, what I said about crawling through broken glass and sewer pipes to fling poo on her, I meant it. I meant it out of anger. I did. I meant it out of anger. I was angry. How dare she call people that I respect just basically worthless, that they don't matter, that they're nobody? And how dare she say that about me? I'm somebody to me. I'm worth something to myself. I have something to say, even if only my dog is here to listen. And sometimes she walks away. Let's call it spade a spade. Sometimes she walks away from me too. Getting angry is natural. It just is. Natural human emotion. Staying that way, that's what's not healthy, and that's what doesn't help anybody. So I allowed myself that anger. I sure did. And I'll do it again. Let's be real. I will do it again, okay? But in this, I'm going to let that go. I'm going to let that anger go. I sure am. I know things that somebody, oh, should I say it? That somebody has said about channels, and what she has said was just mean spirited and wrong. And it is. I I feel like I have to let go of being angry about that because it was sad. And here's what she claims she is so talented. She claims she has all the best content. She claims she is all that and a whole bag of bagels. Here's the thing. If you have that much content, why are you looking at my dinky, tiny, unmonetized for now channel and commenting on it on yours? Why? What's the point? Because I said you're mean? Point out the lie. Because I said you lie? Point out the lie in the fact that you lie. Because I said that you made accusations that were untrue? Where's the lie? Because I said your husband has threatened physical violence on people? Where's the lie? Because I said that your bunions have done the same thing? Where's the lie? Because I have said very plainly that your bunions have doxed people? Where is the lie? No lies detected in any of that. Therefore, why bother? Other than, I'm just going to say it again. And how sad does it make you look to punch down on dinky tiny little baby channels, baby brand new channels? How sad does it make you look when you are supposed to be the number one show in all the land? Girl, Pookie, Pumpkin Pie, Sweet Peach, bless your pea picking heart. Pick on me all you want. Okay, do it. Do it. Enjoy. Okay, pick on me. I don't care. Because I do have one thing over you that I will always have over you. And it's not even my kindness. It's not my dignity. It's not my intelligence. No, I have all those things over you, but it's none of those. The one thing that I have over you that I can giggle about on a daily basis is the fact that I don't rip methane live on stream. Sure don't. Okay, I don't make my chair skitty live on stream. I sure don't. And I will always be able to hold that over you. Exactly, Bev. I will always have my integrity over her. I will always have my intelligence. I will always have my way of thinking, my viewpoints, my way of doing things. But the one thing that I have that I can giggle about, the one thing I have that I can have humor in and laugh about and not feel mean in doing it is the fact that I was about to do it, Jen. I was about to do it. Farts are funny. I wish I had that clip so I could play it. Absolutely. Farts are funny. But I'm not gonna be doing one live. I'm gonna let you hold that title. I'm gonna let you hold that title, Boo Boo Kitten. Sure am. Sure am. You enjoy being the farter. So I'm not gonna be angry at her anymore. I was last night for punching down on smaller channels and for sucker punching other people. I'm not gonna be mad about that. I'm just disappointed. I'm disappointed in a grown woman thinking that she can judge others. Let me tell you why. She is judging people who, and Kooky, hallelujah, girl, give me one, who are actually working for what I am disappointed in this grown woman thinking that she can judge us. We are people who are actually working for what we want to build. She didn't have to work for it at all. She had to do no work for it. She didn't. We are out here, just tying streams together with hope. Hope, duct tape, and WD 40, y'all. Okay? I'm watching other people, trying to learn through them, trying to learn how they do things, how they speak, what they do, and not trying to copycat. I don't want to copycat anybody. I just want to learn from them. And that's what I feel like I'm doing. Zach is here, y'all. Please put the ducks away. Okay? He likes to interfere with farm animals. So we're gonna need to put our fine feathered friends behind some good strong fencing. Another thing I'm disappointed in knowing that there's a woman out there thriving on manipulating an entire group of people that dislike anyone she tells them to dislike. I am disappointed that whether or not I like it, her lies will travel around the world faster than the truth can even tie its shoes. I'm not angry. Not anymore. I'm disappointed in all those things. And I know she doesn't care. She doesn't care if anybody's disappointed in her. Pardon me while I take a little sip of this coffee, please, y'all. Little dead air coffee there. I know she does not care if people are disappointed. She thinks she is just the bee's knees. But it's just a mean girl spirit, and it's icky. It's icky. It's got a sticky look to it. That look that that you're gonna need a whole bottle of Goo Be Gone to just get off of you. You just you don't wanna fully watch something like that. You gotta take it in small doses if you take it at all. I can say that the way the people involved in the attacks that she has put forward have handled themselves is impressive. The way Baker handled it from the beginning when he was trying to just let it go away, not bother this person, not disturb mentally ill people, trying to do what's right, to him, doing the Four Locos stream, to him saying the truth but not being a mean guy about it, to Cyber Chick telling her truth, to Arkansas just saying, I'm still here. I'm just not here for you. I don't want to participate in those mean things no more. I see it for what it is, and I'm done. For her sitting there saying that. For all the other people that have handled it with dignity and grace. Look at, and I know I've said this name a few times, forgive me, but look at Common Sense Investigator, the way she handled that troll last night that came in as wanting to start a little discontent, that wanted to say she was taking things out of context. The thing is, she wasn't. And to look that camera square in its little camera eyes, to look directly at it and say, I'm just using her own words. That's all I'm doing. It was dignified. It was respectful. of all people, including the troll. It was impressive. I liked it. I learned from it. And being new to this, it is really important not only to learn from people, but to have people be willing to show you, personally, to show you through their own actions, to show you all these things. And the only thing she's showing people that start their brand new channels, and they do it through her guidance, is meanness and cruelty. And it ain't good. Bev's Morals here says everyone tried to give her a moment to see reality and redeem herself, but she doesn't care about the truth. She cares about being a victim with main character syndrome. Hallelujah. Hallelujah, yes. Bottom line, yes, Kookie, thank you for dropping these links for me. I appreciate it so much. But inverted morals, you're right. You're absolutely correct. Everybody take a moment to take in that comment. Do y'all remember when all this started, when all this began, everybody was like, J7, you need to quit dishing on Baker. Like, this is ridiculous. Like, we all know you're lying. Stop it. But then when she got Machado involved and Machado took it in a larger public forum, the only thing anyone asked was just say you're sorry. Let's all just say you're sorry. Let's all move on from it. We can put that forgiveness into our hearts, and just say you're sorry. Nope. Couldn't be done. I wish I had that little clip of Baker doing that. Nope. Because that just no. She wouldn't do it. Grammy says, any rational person that watched that all happening, I'm one of them, with Baker, could clearly see he said nothing for a long time, and he didn't. In fact, he refused to. People were in his chat, I'm one of them, but pretty much begging him to speak on it. No, he refused. He didn't want to feed into it. He did not want to harm somebody who was very clearly suffering mental illness. In my opinion, for what it's worth, that is an extremely graceful thing to do. It really is. That is a graceful, forgiving, caring, kind, considerate thing to do. He didn't have to. Grammy goes on to say, when he was forced to speak out on it, he asked people to give J7 grace. Facts are facts. Not one person in this chat, not one, even if there's a hate viewer, and there probably is, there always is, even if somebody's hate watching, first, thank you. A view's a view. It helps me toward my monetization. I appreciate your attendance. Second of all, if you're hate watching and you disagree, voice your disagreement in a respectful manner. I'm fine with it. Voice your disagreement. We can talk. Zach took a moment away from touching my ducks to say, yep, I made a joke about her. He just quietly deleted my comment and then messaged me asking me just not to bring her up. That's grace. Take a moment, y'all. That's graceful. That is consideration. And I'm going to be real honest with you real quick. I couldn't do it. I'd be able to do it for a minute, maybe 5 minutes. I love Baker. He says, I just like deleting you, Zach. But that's the kind of grace that Granny is talking about. I couldn't give. In fact, the whole time she was doing it on X, I didn't give a moment's grace on that. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. I did not. Not one moment's grace on it. I couldn't stand watching it. Like, why? Why would you take a genuinely good person who just genuinely speaks to people in an honest, well thought out, well structured, good manner and just try and trash them? It just didn't make sense. And as time went on and her accusations started coming out more, it became very clear. Y'all, forgive the crudity. I've said this before. It was a 2-week phone bone. This was not a relationship. And all that came out. And I'm just sitting here going, what on God's planet? Lumen, we've got to get the entire relatable Reese community over here. And we need Kookie, do you remember the link to relatable Reese to be able to drop that? I would love so many people to go over there. Relatable Reese, she's cool, y'all. I can't say enough good things. I was in there lurking yesterday. I can't say enough good things about her. She is so cool. She really is. Here we have another little comment here. I could tell Baker was protecting her and allowing all of the hate to come at him. That's a big sacrifice. Hoping it would die out. Sacrificed his dignity for someone who hurt him and kept hurting him. That's a real man. That's a fact. And Zach, I'm not even going to highlight that comment, okay? Let's not get carried away. You're the one out there touching ducks and roosters. Well, actually, my rooster did peck him in his south end, made it bleed a little. He had to get a donut to sit on. It was funny. Olap! Oh my gosh, Olap's here. Y'all. I love me some Olap. Lumen, are you familiar with Olap? I mean, you're familiar with everything else. I'm happy to have you here new, and I'm happy to have you here subscribe. But are you familiar with the legendary, the brilliant, the genius that is Olap? Yes! Oh, yeah. Oh, I love it. 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 Yes. Olap is just a lovey-dovey. Alt says, this has gone on for too long now. Baker doesn't deserve any of this. All this coming from 2 known and proven liars. Too late for grace at this point. You're right, Alt. And let me address that. Okay. And Zach, yeah, please do not claim that you did not get a rooster to your booty. I was there. I saw it. Peckety peck, peck, peck. It pecked it. It pecked it. Peckety peck. But let me address that comment. That is an absolute true statement. It's too late for grace at this point. For them. For J7, for Machado, for Prison Misty, for the others, for her team, as it were, Moonsy, all them. And I'm going to discuss another person here in a minute, but for them doxing people, you've crossed the line. You have been doxing people, threatening people. That crosses a line. That crosses a line that if y'all want to forgive, please do. I won't. Supporting that behavior. Y'all want to cross that line. If y'all want to forgive that and give that grace, please do. That is your right. It is my right not to, and I never will. However, the people that defect from there, the people that realize this is cult-like behavior, the people that say, I've had enough. I can't sit at the junior high lunch table any longer. I can't be a mean girl. I cannot stand for a 50-year-old woman to act like she is in high school and say, you don't even go here. Don't go where? Heifer? Oh, see, y'all got me saying heifer now. But still, heifer. It don't make no damn sense. But for the people that want a defect, that need a soft place to land, that need to know that they're not out there twisting in the wind, that need to know that they're not alone, that need to know that everyone is going to just ostracize them, that need to know that the, I mean, these are people, and understand this, that may not have anyone else in their life. They don't have family, they're kind of in their home all the time. Maybe they're severely introverted unless they're online. And they don't have anybody else, and they need to know that there's a friendly hand out there to hold. That there's a friendly voice on the other end. There's a soft place to land. Okay. What's this here? I'm the same age as her and I don't relate to her at all. Heifer. I love having more Southern people on YouTube. Well, I used to cover my accent. I used to cover it just flat and Midwestern as it could get. I felt like people would make fun of it, and some have. That's okay. But for the most part, people don't mind if I just put it out there, just be myself, just let it spill all over y'all. And so it's fine with me. I'm happy to do it. It's a lot less painful on my jaw than trying to do that Midwestern thing. Blech. Oh, okay, Olaf. Thank you. She said that when she says you don't even go here means Massachusetts. I am more than happy to not be in Massachusetts. And for residents of Massachusetts here, I am so sorry, but y'all got some business going on up there. That's some corrupt business going on. I thought the South was a good old boys club. Lord, no. That is amazing. I mean, y'all do have that. Lord have mercy. Oh, no, okay. Now I'm gonna say this wrong again just because it tickles me to do so. Okay. KY says, "Be you. You're beautifully and wonderfully made. Let that twang hang." Oh my Lanta. Good Lord. Now I'm gonna say I love me some Kentucky Granny because saying I love me some KY just sounds terrible. It could be clipped at all the wrong times for all the wrong reasons. Yeah. Oh no. Oh no, no, no. I'm sorry, y'all. I got tickled. I can't help it. I just be getting tickled. Oh no, I want people to know they can dissent. They can come here. There is one dissenter that some people have given a soft place to land and welcomed with open arms, and good for them. Good for them. They have a much bigger heart than I do. They have a much bigger mind than I do. They are open to more things than I do. Um, because of what I saw in everything concerning doxing, concerning Turtle Boy, like telling Turtle Boy, "Have a nice indictment day," doxing our very own beloved Lauren, our common sense investigator, and doing it to other people, many others, in fact, being downright dirty and hateful, all in the name of pleasing the log cow, all in the name of pleasing the ridiculous heifer. I cannot, in good conscience, open arm myself to Ocean. I can't do it. After what she did to Lauren, Cyber Chick, after what she's done to Baker, after what she's done to so many people, after Ray's interview where she lied her entire way through it, um, I can't. I understand other people can, and I'm glad that they can. I'm glad that they have that kind of kindness in their heart, that forgiveness that is boundless. I don't have it. Okay. Broken Baker says, F no, Ocean is worse than Evil Eye. And we're in agreement. I don't have, it pains me to say it, I don't have that forgiveness. I don't. Doxing crosses a line. It crosses a line that cannot be uncrossed. Zach, Ocean is a snake, but I would never even know if Ray hadn't had her on and exposed her. Oh, there's some of us that knew the whole time. There is some of us that knew the entire. Ray brought it out to the sunshine. He was the sunshine that disinfected those lies. Confused says some things should be immediate disqualifiers. I agree. However, I can't speak for everyone. I can only speak for me. Jen says, there's a reason people hang with Jess. Some of them were duped, but some are just plain mean, and they enjoy every minute of it. Yes, absolutely, they do. They enjoy it. They enjoy the pure spite, the meanness, the venomous ways. And I know I can be speaking with venom sometimes. Sure can, sure will, and I'll do it again. I'm not perfect. I'm not. And unlike Machado, sometimes I'm even wrong. But I'm not wrong about Ocean. I refuse to ever say I am. I'm not. I've been wrong about people before, and I've apologized to people when I have said something that, wow, I was wrong about them. If they accept it or not is between me and them. Whether we speak to each other or not is between me and them. That's all between me and them. This was doxing. This was done and shown all over the internet, which is forever and disgusting. And it's just, nah, it cannot be allowed. What is this here? It says, it's sad to see women so hurt in their past that they take it out on others. They try to destroy others. Casey says, Jolene does an awesome job laying out Ocean's history. I almost thought she was joking because she seems like she's been terrorizing the tubes for a while. I'm not sure how much of that was a joke and how much of it wasn't. But I do know that she was pretty skilled at terrorizing people, wasn't she? And I wish she would. Bring it, you oceanic bitch. Oh, 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 oh. I am so sorry, y'all. I let that get the best of me, didn't I? I am so sorry. Look at this. Pretty Kooky is as good as mod as she is a creator. Love your face, Kooky. I love everything about me. Oh, Lord. Baker's out to get it. see where we are. I kind of lost track here. Hold on. Here it is. Oceans told me I looked frumpy in my brand new tracksuit, and she went through my medicine cabinet. I'd rather look frumpy than look like a Timu Tom Petty Muppet. See, y'all get that was wrong. That was wrong. Hey, Lauren. Lauren, I think I should inform you, like right away, that I have mentioned you and your stream yesterday quite a bit in this stream. I don't want you to think I'm saying nothing behind you. But I did. But it was all good. Like I just didn't want you to think anything, out of sorts. But as I was saying, I don't have. Yeah, Lauren's stream last night was wild. Basically, Lauren, what I said about you was your stream was wonderful. You handled the troll with absolute grace. And I was saying how even with 800 people in there, you don't leave anybody out. Like the strangest person could come in and say hello, and you say hello right back to them. And just all the good things. All the good things. And that you're one of my favorite people in the whole world. But that's what I was saying. And what I'm saying now is regarding oceans. I was saying, Lauren, I'm not sure how long you've been, in the background there, about giving people that are dissenters of the cult a soft place to land, somewhere where they can come and have a friendly hand to hold, a friendly voice, a friendly ear to speak to know that they're not going to be alone in anything, that they're just simply not going to be alone. And I was saying that, we should try and have that forgiveness, forgive them, forgive ourselves, gain the forgiveness, that we can genuinely apologize, and so can they, and it can be good. Except for I can't do it with anybody that's doxed anybody. So any of the main Jess team, absolutely not. Absolutely not. Never, ever, not one, never. I wouldn't care if the entire community rallied around J7 and said, we accept her with open arms. I am going to crap on her daily. And I will do it with glee. I don't even care. She's so awful. As far as Ocean goes, don't care. She could come in here. She's not blocked from my channel. She's welcome. Come on in. Say what you need to say. But I promise I will call out every single lie, and I will turn the volume up when I do it. Okay? I don't care. She is a lying liar that lies out of her lie hole. She's gross and disgusting and sticky, and I don't like her, and I don't have to like her. I don't care who in this chat right now is just like, well, we just want to say hello to her. We want her to feel welcome. Go ahead, welcome her all day long, all day, every day. Go pat her on the back, squeeze her booty, pinch her cheeks. Tell her she's got a nice rack. I don't care. I'm not going to, and that's for me. As Teach would say, that is for me. For me, she's a snake. For me, she's a piece of duty. Okay. Zach says, don't block trolls. They're on their own worst enemy. They don't even realize how moronic they sound even when commenting. Zach, did someone block you? No, I'm playing. I love you. Baker says, I'm not allowed to talk about other racks than my wife's anymore. That's That's not true. Everybody's got a spice rack in their kitchen, and if they happen to have two very nice spice racks, there's no reason you shouldn't comment on it. There's no reason. And the fact that you encourage people to have an intake of calcium, that is health related. That is a public service announcement in the health related field. Thank you for considering other people's health and safety. Imagine being catfished by her. My heart truly goes out to the broken baker. You know what I'm saying? Oh my God. Now, I am not claiming to be a beauty queen. I am so far from it. Okay. My avatar does me justice. My hair don't look it looks like that, but not anywhere nice like that. I don't do my hair. Um, I am no beauty queen. I do not have a Olympian body. I do not, none of the above. Okay. I'm a thickum. Okay. I am a thickum. But I'm still gonna make fun. I'm still gonna make fun of that cow. I'm still going to. And you know what? Being a thickum, I feel free to make fun of her thickage. So, ha ha ha. I'm gonna enjoy it. Casey says, how about a wine rack? And Redacted says, Redacted says, I freaking love you. I freaking love you too. Get over here and let me squeeze that booty. Honk honk. Cookie is a proud thickum. Proud. Yes. Yes, loud. And see, the thickum community can make fun of the rest of the thickum community and not be, oh, you're body shaming. No, I'm not. Absolutely not body shaming because I'm not ashamed of mine. I'm just ashamed of Jess's and how she says she's the prettiest one in the room. She's finer than frog hair, split 4 ways. Y'all remember that, right? Like, am I the only one that remembers that? Please tell me. Please tell me y'all remember that. Lord, I'm going to wait. Somebody remembers that. I'm just going to say wait. Nobody? Nobody remembers her saying she was the prettiest one in the room? Or that people were jealous of her because she's so pretty and they're not? I remember that. Like, what? KY informs us. As a stick, body shaming is body shaming. It needs to stop no matter the size. Love us or move along. Well, that's true in most cases. It is. But when somebody is sitting there just dogging people half to death, sometimes they need a little spoonful. They need a little spoonful of the medicine that they've been feeding others. Okay. Not a spoonful as bitter as what they give out. It's not paregoric. But a little spoonful. And when they see how it feels, they'll stop. If they say, ooh, that little jab stung a little. You sure did, didn't it? Sure did, didn't it? And having, what is Prison Yard telling us here? I love Prison Yard, Miss. I mentioned to Oceans that I got a new window air unit, and she said to me that she couldn't live without her central heat and air and was glad she wasn't living in poverty. Oh my God. Oh, you're kidding. Hey, Valhalla. How y'all doing? Nice to see you. I am really sorry she said that to you. Okay. There are so many people that live within their means. Okay. And I'm one of them. I live within my means. So if I say, my budget for this is run out at this time, I'll get you next time, I will. Uh, if I'm doing whatever I'm doing off of, less than grand equipment, so what? If I've got a window unit sitting there, sitting in front of it going, yes, Lord, so what? To say somebody's living in poverty because they're not living to the standard that another person is living is just dumb. It's just dumb. And I don't know. She says she was glad she wasn't living in poverty. She couldn't live that way. Maybe you could tell her that you're glad you're not living like her because the one thing you can't live without is the dignity in knowing that you don't bow before a log cow. You don't have to live without your dignity. You don't have to live without truth. You don't have to live without substance. You don't have to live without the fact that you know you have a better heart. You don't need a bunch of money to have a good heart. Bev's Moral says, I have a damn good central heat and air unit and window units for instant cooling and vanity. Oh, Lord. Here we go. And here's a good point. JM said about poverty. Well, it was Ocean, I believe. So she came from poverty. Okay. And that's another thing. If somebody comes from nothing and they come up to having a little something, I would hope that they would remember from whence they came. I would hope that they would recognize that it's important. Like, I don't know. Hold on. Let me get Olaf up here. I don't know how to go to like starred comments. I don't know how to do any of that yet. Me and Kookie will have a lesson. Look, there's so many disappointing things when it comes to all that. And the worst of it is that all that had to happen to stop this entire train wreck was to just say she was sorry for lying about the broken baker. Literally all she had to do. She's lied. She's known for a long time it's been lies. And all she had to do was apologize. And it was too much. How could that be too much? To accuse a man of being a certain type of evil way and to continue to do it. And the only thing an entire huge community asked was to apologize. And that's it. And it couldn't be done. It couldn't be done. And look at J7's never going to apologize for nothing. She is going to double, triple, and quadruple down probably for her entire life. And what a sad life. A sad life filled with hate, filled with screaming, filled with alcoholism, filled with cigarettes and regret, filled with the idea that that poor dog has to sit in that room and be forced to breathe that in. I mean, good Lord. Now, here is a valid question. Will Valhalla get an Auntie Deb wrench on Jimmy's birthday next week? Only one way to find out. Only one way to find out. Yeah, I think he has a wrench everywhere. He's got one here for sure. In fact, he had one here, I think, before I did my first stream. I made sure to go into the settings and give him one. I certainly didn't want to be the only one out there that didn't have him. Yep, Olap, if you go look at some of my shorts, some of my little cartoon things, you'll see one that has her smoking about 45 cigarettes and has the dog in the background, and the dog's wearing a gas mask. One of my little cartoons that I do, that I'm going to do another one of. I'm just still thinking of what prompts I want to put into it. But yeah, as I was saying, one simple apology. Couldn't do it. J7's never going to do it. And I think we all learned from that interview that Ocean did that she is more than willing to be in an entire group full of people in front of God and everybody, y'all, and lie like a rug. She is willing to sit there and speak in front of a whole mess of people that literally saw everything with their own eyes and speak with the worst of the forked tongues. What in the world? What in the world? Pardon me, I need to cough. So sorry about that. I had a little tickle in my throat. Nobody wants to hear that. But yeah, Ocean sat there in that interview and she proved herself untrustworthy. Here's another untrustworthy thing that Jess has done. Can we take a moment to appreciate this comment from Valhalla, from our Valhalla Kilmer, who, by the way, I would like to direct you to some shorts and some video. The man not only had the fishicide charges dismissed by the fish district attorney of Tank County, but when he did go to court and Judge Shark was up there in the fish district courthouse of Tank County, the expert was his attorney. And because of lack of evidence, because they had locked all the receipts in the vault, the judge had no choice but to acquit Valhalla of all charges. So we can stop accusing him of killing fish. He was acquitted. He was absolutely acquitted. And let's take a moment to, Granny. Valhalla, absolutely. Just make it right. She has been taking notes from the CW and doubling down on idiocracy. No. Now, okay. I have an idea for a new short. Nobody steal my idea because I'm going to run it by y'all. And I want y'all to tell me if you think it's good because Zach just gave me a beautiful idea. So I'm going to have a shrimp, okay? And that shrimp is going to resemble Valhalla. Like I'll have the AI take a picture of the shrimp and a picture of Valhalla and kind of merge them together and then dress it up in like one of them big purple pimp outfits with those big platform pimp shoes and the cane and have him strolling down the avenue saying shrimping ain't easy. Y'all tell me, do you think it's good? I love it when just a simple comment just gives me a beautiful idea. I'm sorry. I'm tickling myself with that one. Oh, Zach, I swear, sometimes you say something smart. Let me put this into my notes. Shrimping ain't easy. Yeah. Oh my God. Oh, I only imagine how cute that one's gonna be. But I'm thinking that big purple kind of a old pimp outfit with like the fake ermine, um, that fake ermine that goes around the rim and around the rim of the jacket. y'all, y'all. What if his platform shoes are the ones with the goldfish in the bottom? Oh my God. Tell me. Yes, yes, Huggy Bear style. I'm glad. Oh, New Hampshire woman knows. But yes, the big purple outfit, the cane with the silver top, the platform shoes with the goldfish swimming in the bottom. And the shrimp is going to look like Valhalla saying shrimping ain't easy. I won't forget the gold chains, of course not. Oh, make it a beta instead. But then if it says shrimping ain't easy. Wait. Okay. 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 Oh, let me write this down. Oh my God. Okay. Make it a beta. I'm about to give you a whole different idea. Make it a beta. Okay. Okay. I'm going to make it a beta. But it's going to be merged with Valhalla. So it's going to look like Valhalla, but it's going to be a beta dressed in a pimp outfit, wearing platform shoes that have goldfish swimming in the bottom. And he's got a cane and he's strolling down the street, and standing along that street are shrimp dressed up as little hookers. Tell me, the shrimp dressed up as hookers, and the beta Valhalla saying shrimping ain't easy. Oh my gosh. Oh yeah, I can't forget the pimp cup. Oh my God, this is gonna be beautiful. It's gonna be beautiful. Oh my gosh. Okay. Anything else y'all want in there? Oh my God. No, we can't put. Let's see. A G. What? I don't understand that. Wait. Swap the goldfish for beta in the shoes. Okay. Beta shoes. Okay. And I put not to forget the pimp cup because it's got to have the chalice, right? Like all the pimps are got the cane and the chalice. And have one of the shrimp have like a baby powder mark across its cheek, for the pimp slap. Not a hand mark though, like a fin mark, a baby powder fin mark across its little shrimpy face. For Gingy. Oh, wait. We gotta think of something for Gingy. Okay. Um. Okay. So, we have the shrimp hookers. Okay, hold on. My phone doesn't want to write the word hookers. Can you tell I train my phone not to say wordy dirds because it won't say hookers? It keeps saying cookers. Okay, this is unexpected. This dream went a whole different direction. I'm about to rename it and all. It's going to be like, yes, I get angry, but I end up with a beta pimp and some shrimp hookers or something. I don't know. Okay, so we have shrimping ain't easy from a beta that looks like Valhalla with little shrimp hookers lining the road. He's got his cane and a pimp cup. He's got betas in his platform shoes and a sign. Hold on, that closed up on me. A sign or a banner on the building that he's walking by there in the Fistric County hood that says hashtag justice for Gingy. Okay. What is that? You went from angry to mad as a hatter. I'm so sorry. Well, Zach pulled me out of it. Zach pulled me right out of that. And isn't that wonderful how your chat can just pull you into a better place? I mean, seriously, I was so angry. And then all of a sudden, of all people, Zach just pulls me right out of that and says, let's have some fun. Why not? Okay. So here's what we have so far on the next edition of Valhalla becomes a short on the YouTubery page. he stars in more than one. It is a beta dressed as a pimp with Valhalla's face, with platform shoes with swimming betas in them, a cane, a pimp chalice, with that little thought bubble coming out. Shrimping ain't easy, with little shrimps lined up along the wall, scantily clad. A sign on the building that says justice for Gingy. What else do we need? Oh, Lord. Oh, Zach, look what kind of reputation you have. Zach usually pulls people down, not up. He's in a good mood because he got into the duck pen again, and the rooster didn't catch him this time. So, okay, so we basically have a Huggy Bear, Beta, Valhalla with, with shrimp hookers. There's got to be a tank somewhere in there, doesn't there? There's got to be, oh, oh, my Lanta. I think I just came up with the perfect. Oh, yeah, I've got shrimp hose already. The shrimps, the scantily clad shrimps, those are the hose. I think I have the perfect thing to round out the short image. Okay, let me get this down so I can think about. Okay, since he's a pimp, we're going to have two goats on chains walking with him like they're Rottweilers. What do you think? What do y'all think? Yes, okay. So Liz says yes. So that's one vote. That's one vote. Two votes. And that's hilarious from Pretty Kooky Jamie James is like counts as like 10 votes. Alt's got to vote for it. What about you, Valhalla? We got to take you into consideration for this. It is your face. TC Malin loves it. Can't see it. It ain't made yet. Okay. Valhalla says do it. Okay. Bev's Inverted Morals has brought up another idea. Okay, so like the name tags on the dogs might not dogs on the goats might not show. So what if like the harnesses that they're wearing, those like doggy harnesses, or like the big collar that they wear, um, would say, no, I can't do that. He needs a garbage pail. Okay, Kooky, can you make a garbage pail kid Valhalla Pimp Fin or something to that effect? That'd be so cool. We'd have a garbage pail kid to go with it. Big, thick collars. Heck yes. Thick collars. Write that down. Okay. Oh, this is going to be so much fun. Kooky will do the garbage pail kid card, which can be part of our next Kooky. That garbage pail card could be part of our surprise stream after we get it all set up. What do you think? Oh my gosh. Okay. Charlie said something. Hey, Kooky, stay with me for a minute here. Where's it at? Okay. Kooky, stay with me for a minute. Charlie has said, Valhalla, better have my money. So what is Valhalla wrestling in the wrestlers, right? Valhalla's wrestling, right? So if Valhalla's wrestling in the wrestlers, could he be saying, like out of one of the bubbles, you better have my money, since he was accused of fishicide on one of them? Because, uh, yeah, I think. I don't know. Who is Valhalla wrestling? Kooky knows. Kooky knows who he's wrestling. Valhalla's up against J7, and yes, Beta have my money. You know? That would be so cool. We are getting so many. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh, the creative flow. Went from angry at them to just a creative flow. That tells you how beautiful this community is, y'all. Is that even a duck diddler can pull us out of a funk and throw us into a creative whirlwind. Isn't that wonderful? I don't remember. Kooky, there's a question for you right there on the screen. Okay, so we have a sign on the side of a building labeled Society that says Justice for Gingy. Now, what I want to know is if I should add some graffiti that says this. Hold on. Wait a minute. Darn it. Never mind that one. I did it wrong. It needs to say there. I'm typing it in. So, should I have graffiti on the wall that says that? Here we go. I can't help it. I'm no good at computers. I've mentioned that. Okay. Okay. So have that graffiti, Kooky. You're saying have that in graffiti writing. Okay, and I have the pimp tail whip. Yeah, he's gonna have his fins. Gonna have a little bit of baby powder on it, like he's been pimp slapping some shrimp. Okay. Now, one last idea for this particular street that this pimp happens to be, or this shrimp and ain't easy happens to be walking down. What if I put our beloved Nicola walking down either the other side of the street or just kind of being on the sideline with a little bubble above her that says, "Farts are funny." Would it go along? Would it be funny? Or should I just wait on that? Mitchell, you just woke up. What the hell? Farts are funny. But yeah, like, should there be a Nicola on the same street as the pimp saying farts are funny? Oh my God. If we all started putting her in the background of everything with that, Garbage Pail Kids and all that'd be funny. Debbie, Joe. Oh my goodness. And they called Arkansas Bestie diabolical. They haven't come across you yet. Lord. If they think she's diabolical, just wait. I mean, it would be kind of funny. Some of the shrimp need, but no, them hoes don't speak unless they're spoken to. They know better. That's why they get fin slapped. Fimp, they get fimp slapped. Oh no, I didn't say fimp. They get fimp slapped. Miss Habibable. Miss Habibable, since you just got here, can we run an idea by you? I need you to see it in your mind's eye, okay? Can we do that? And Mitchell, you just got here, so I want to run an idea past y'all. Is that okay? I'm gonna wait for you to answer. Unless I'm lagging. I could be lagging. I think I'm lagging. I think I am. Let me look at plugging this in here. This probably won't lag so bad. If I put a little power to it. Okay, here's the idea. Lagging is not easy. Okay, I'm going to try to make it go into your mind's eye as well as I can. It's a street. It's not the cleanest street you've ever seen. It's kind of in the hood of sorts. It's in a seedy area of town, on the wrong side of the tracks, if you will. There's a brick building. On the side of that building, it is labeled Society, like the coffee shop. On the side of that building is a banner, and that banner says, "Justice for Gingy." There's also some graffiti that says Jeffica, spelled with 3 Ks, of course. Standing alongside that building are some shrimp, and those shrimp are scantily clad, much like a lady of the evening would be, several of them, mind you. Walking in front of them is a betta fish. That betta fish has a face not unlike Valhalla's. It's dressed in a pimp outfit, purple, with fake ermine around the sides. In one fin is a pimp chalice, in the other fin is a cane. He is walking with 2 goats that look much like Rottweilers, but they're goats. They're on chains with thick dog-like collars. There are platform shoes on the Valhalla beta, and those have betas swimming in the bottle, like Huggy Bear of our yesteryear. And somewhere in the background is Nicola, with a little thought bubble above her head saying, Forza Fane, and above the pimp beta, not unlike Valhalla's face character, will be a thought bubble that says shrimpin' ain't easy. What do you think? That's all the ideas I have for the picture so far. Meatballs here. Oh, meatball. Meatball. Haley Mouse says it sounds brilliant. And we've got love from the KY. We've got love from KY. We got hearts here from Alt. Hey, Meatball. How you doing, baby? We got Miss Habibable's channel in there. And I was proudly sending super chats to Expert last night, updating on Miss Habibable's status. And I did one in all caps when it got to 500. I'm so proud of you. I'm so happy for you. Oh my goodness. I'm so happy for you. Oh. Now on to 1,000. On to 1,000 for me too. Gosh dang it. Let's get me there too. Let me be selfish. Let me be shellfish. I think I'm going to work on that picture today. Yeah, she's over 500. Oh, God, love it. I'm so happy. I couldn't have been grinning. I could not have possibly been grinning harder than when that hit that. I was like, oh, that's my girl. That's my girl. She's been working this thing, my girl. And Kookie getting up there too. Kookie and I working on our watch hours and our sub count so we can get monetized before the evil that becomes the requirements hits next year. Yes, I did that pun on porpoise. I did it on porpoise. Sure did. Oh, look. Valhalla, you have a wrench everywhere. It's how he's going to take over YouTube one channel at a time. He's all quiet in the background collecting them wrenches, and eventually his toolbox is full and nobody else has any. Oh yeah, he's gonna take them away. Look out, Cookie. Valhalla's gonna get that wrench. I hope he does get one for Jimmy's birthday. That'll be wonderful. How did Zach get it taken away? Oh, let's get into that. Let's just get angry all over again. I put that wrench on Zach. Now, given it was a non-consensual wrench, Lily, no. I gave Zach a non-consensual wrench, and he commenced, if you will, to timing out my entire chat. My entire chat. And he kept doing it until I removed it. Miss Habibable, oh, you are so sweet, says, I think that your voice is so soothing. What is that? I totally went into relaxation mode. I've been waiting on you to tell me a bedtime story. Look out, because I might do a book playlist. Oh, Lord. Yes, he did the entire chat, entire. No one was safe, including me. No one was safe. He was the only person allowed to speak until I removed it. He won that time. He won't win against me again. I have roosters. Oh, Lord. Valhalla is secretly in the CIA, collecting every comment any person makes in any channel. Don't you know? Oh, Lord. We could all be in trouble because we have all participated in our share of snark. And we love puppies and doggos. Animal friendly, I tell you. My dog's down here playing with a toy that's a little noisy. A little bit. And your husband, too. He's probably grown enough. But yeah, Zach timed everybody out. Oh, Haley Mouse. Haley Mouse says, I think all of us should make Val a mod, whether we stream or not, just for the sheets and giggles. Aw, I love how you left out the wordy dird. I wish I could do that all the time, but sometimes my mouth overrides my morals. Let's see. Yes, Miss Habibable, we're all doing it. We are all doing it. We're all working on it for certain. You know, we just need to work together on it. Us little fellers, we need to work together on it. Together is stronger than alone. And why not? Why not build each other up? Let's see. Oh, TC says, let me see if I can catch it. There we go. Sometimes saying fluff just doesn't do it. It's true. It's true. It's true. Sometimes you got to use what Reese, Mr. Reese on a Flat Tire Farm, he says they're the working words. Sometimes you got to use working words. Speaking of which, I'm telling you, I cannot say enough good things about the channel Flat Tire Farm. If you like funny people, if you like people that homestead in Alaska, that's already tough. He's a veteran. She makes all kinds of goat milk products and they grow their own food. They do all their own things. And the naughty goats. Oh, and he's even got t-shirts that are like easily distracted by goats. And I'm telling you, if you like it, do it. Wait a minute. The YouTuber, is your first name the Like Expert? I enjoy the expert. I enjoy the expert a lot, but as you can hear through our voices, he's a man. He's a man. Let's see. My granny. What is it? My granny said fluff. No, I want a fluff sandwich. Good Lord. Good Lord. But yeah, I can't say enough good things about them. If y'all ever get a chance or you just need a palate cleanser, good Lord. They're just, God love them. Let's see. I don't know how to, Kookie, could I ask you a big favor? Could you drop Flat Tire Farms channel? Just in case somebody wants to, just in case they're curious or anything. They really are that funny. They're just a laugh a minute. I love them so much. Debbie Jo says, growing up, we were not allowed to use the word fart. Uh-oh. My mom used to make a safe fluff. The first time I saw a jar of marshmallow fluff at the store, I didn't think I'd ever stop laughing. Down here, we say poot. we say poo or somebody had to pass air. Um, the men will usually say like air biscuit, um, if they're in the presence of ladies, um, something like that. But yeah, we most of us usually say poot. Somebody made a poot, who pooted or whatever. But nobody can get past the fact that farts are funny. Oh, good Lord. I need to get to work on this new shrimping ain't easy picture. And it's going to take quite some time because I want it to be real nice. So I'm going to get off here and I'm going to leave you all with this little gift that I made for everybody that I'm sure some of you have heard before. I appreciate y'all. I love y'all in my big toe. And I'm just so happy to have you here. Thank you so much. I'll see you next time.
The screen is glowing, the chat is moving fast. We built a little world, made the good times last. You are all legends. You chose to spend your time with me, and sharing all these laughs is the best part of my week. Thank you for watching. Thank you for being here. You turn a quiet room into a stadium of cheer. I appreciate the hype, the raids, and every single view. This stream is nothing special if it isn't filled with you. Thank you for watching. Thank you for being here. But the screen is getting warm and the midnight oil is burned. We leveled up the hype and every victory was earned. Now it is time to close the tabs and finally power down. Step away from the desktop, take a walk around the town. Thank you for watching. Thank you for being here. You turn a quiet room into a stadium of cheer. I appreciate the hype, the raids, and every single view. This stream is nothing special if it isn't filled with you. Thank you for watching. Thank you for being here. So go outside and log offline. Let your eyes take a rest. Go touch some grass, breathe the air, do what you do best. The sunlight is waiting, the real world is calling your name. We will be right back tomorrow for another round of the game. Thank you for watching. Thank you for being here. You turn a quiet room into a stadium of cheer. I appreciate the hype, the raids, and every single view. This stream is nothing special if it isn't filled with you. Thank you for watching.